I'm going to use the Dodge and Burn tool in this tutorial to create something that looks like a cylinder that could be used as a pipe or a hinge on a door perhaps. And in order to do so, I've introduced a new blank layer. I'm going to use my rectangle marquee, and I'm going to start off with a vertical rectangle selection. I'm going to use a middle value gray, maybe 40%, and I'm going to fill the selection with the gray. I'm going to deselect. I'm going to hit O on the keyboard, and it'll take me to the Dodge and Burn tool. I want that tool that looks like a hand, the Burn tool. Usually the range is set for midtones at the top on the option window. The exposure is set for 50, and I'm going to leave it like that, and that's fine. Now I've got a soft edge brush. I'm going to make it about 200 pixels. And now I'm going to paint or brush on the right hand side, moving further towards the edge each time to make the values darker at the extreme right, leaving it a lighter value towards the center. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side to a certain degree, maybe not as dark, establishing my light source perhaps on the left hand side of this soon-to-be pipe. Now, in order for this to really work properly, I need one more value. Right now my value range is gray, dark gray to light gray. I'm going to go and I'm going to get the Dodge tool, and I'll set my brush to a soft edge there. I'll set the exposure to about 30, and I will leave it on midtones. And now I'm going to go down the middle of this, and you'll see it starts to introduce light values. Now if you wanted to, you could start to drop the brush scale as you proceed, and in doing so you can confine the brightest areas to a narrower surface. Now if I wanted this to be a pipe, I could easily take my marquee tool and I'll select a bit at the top. I'll hit Command J and then Command T to scale that, and if I scale this out, you can see we've quickly made a piece that looks like a pipe. Now this can also be used to create a doorknob. So I'm going to get my elliptical marquee. I'll start out with a general selection. Once again, I'll use the same middle value, and I'll go and start with my Burn tool again. I'll go around the outside perimeter, and as I do this, I'll move out over the edge, further out from the edge of the actual sphere, and in doing so, it starts to make this thing look more spherical. Now, just like the pipe, I'm missing that lighter value. So once I have the grays the way I want, I will go back to the Dodge tool. And in the Dodge tool, I'll introduce my light values.